Alright, hey everyone, the new patch notes just dropped and we have the last patch of Sumeru 3.8. And here's the big event, Secret Summer Paradise. We know the banners, but we also know some upcoming characters in Fontaine as well. In this version, in 3.8, in this patch, you can get a free Layla and a Kaya costume. But the most important thing is the two banners. We have Eula finally coming back after so long. No one's been able to get her. Finally, she's back. And we also have Klee. As is tradition, every summer we get Klee. But this time, Klee is actually getting an outfit. So she's getting a new skin, along with Kaya. I believe this one is to be purchased, but it's not a 5-star skin, it's a 4-star skin. So it'll be a bit cheaper. Now let's talk about the 4 stars here. The 4-star characters, I'm not really that amazing, I'll be honest. So first we have Mika. He's been released fairly recently, just a few patches ago, and Mika had a lukewarm landing. No one really appreciated him as much as perhaps they should have. He's been made to be paired up with Eula, so of course he's coming back on Eula's banner. But Mika is a cryo physical DPS support unit. Not many have liked him so much, and so far I have tried him a little bit. I got quite a few copies of Mika on my first summons on him, but he's not that good in my opinion. Not the best 4-star, although paired up with Eula, that's his kind of niche and that's as good as he can get. So if you are planning on pulling on Eula, definitely look into Mika. Thoma, unfortunately again, is not great. Yes, he has been tried in some Virgin teams recently. Yes, a lot of people are coping with Thoma. Maybe he's a really good support, or the shield is really good, or the Virgin. But in my opinion, not really. Unfortunately, Thoma is just, he's a bit old and he's not great. As a character, he's amazing, yes, but meta-wise, DPS support-wise, fitting into different teams, not too great, unfortunately. Lastly, Razor. Oh, again, he's like, he's like a lesser Eula, right? A very old character, a physical DPS. Actually pretty fun to play if you have Razor and C6 and you main Razor. All power to you. When I try him, because I actually don't have Razor, funnily enough, it's the only 4-star I don't have alongside Kirara now, but Razor is fun to play. And if you have him built with really good artifacts, yes, that's big physical DPS, and of course with Electro, you can do really fun stuff with Aggravate, Electro Charge, all the other reactions. Anyway, Razor, for now, I would say is kind of mid for DPS because physical DPS isn't that relevant. So we have 3 kind of mid 4 stars, and then the 5-star Eula. So everyone's been waiting on her, everyone's been excited. Oh my god, Eula's coming back. Am I pulling on Eula? Personally, no, I am not. I have a lot of cryo characters already. I've got my Ganyu, my Ayaka, my Shenhei, and others, and I really don't think I need Eula for the cryo. And for the physical side of Eula, the physical DPS is fun in concept, but in execution, in actual functionality, it's not great. I mean, the game is based on reactions, on elemental reactions, and here you have this physical DPS. She's probably the best 5-star physical DPS, right? So she's the pinnacle of what physical DPS can be right now. And yes, you can do a big burst with big numbers, with really good setup, but that's pretty much it. Character-wise though, of course, Eula's really, she looks good. She's fun to move with, to play. Big sword, she's doing the dance moves. Amazing character, right? But functionality-wise, I don't think I would enjoy playing Eula that much. And I think a lot of people who were excited should probably reconsider if they do want to pull an Eula, especially with seeing what's coming up next. Now Klee, again, this is a very old character now, one of the first big Pyro DPS characters. And again, people are torn on Klee, and I personally also will not be pulling on Klee, because there's so many Pyro characters, and also there's so many upcoming Pyro characters, that Klee, you can say she's a bit redundant. Yes, she's a Catalyst Pyro character, she's a big damage dealer, but I would say her playstyle is a little bit clunky. I would say it's kind of niche. I would say, you know, she's not that fun to actually play, to actually execute the moves, and when you have to animation cancel and jump around and do this and that, oh, it's just a headache. When I tried Klee, quite a short range on the hits and the damage, big damage, yes, but a little bit slow attacks and clunky. So Klee's not for me. Of course, I love the character and the personality, but to actually play Klee in the game, I'm not a big fan of. But you know, if people want Klee, she's here, and of course the new costume will incentivize a lot of new people to pull on Klee. But do remember that Hu Tao exists, Yoimiya also exists. Now, yes, they're not books, bow and polearm, so if you prefer to play with catalysts, Klee's right here. But also remember, Alice, Klee's mum, will come at some point. You know, you might have to wait a little bit, but alternatively, if you want Alice and Klee as a pair up, hey, Klee's right here. And you know what? I bet you Klee will come back in the next summer, at the end of Fontaine. But she's here, and you know, so we have Klee and Eula. Okay, some people would say, look, the 4 stars aren't really that good, the 5 stars are kind of mid, a lot of old characters. What is this, you know? What's going on? This isn't very hype, this isn't exciting. Well, let's have a look at the weapon banner. So here we are, Song of Broken Pines, Eula's signature weapon, and then Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds, which is nobody's signature weapon, but it's a very good book, a very good crit rate catalyst. Of course, Eula's sword is a physical damage sword, a claymore, I should say. It is a claymore. It's, of course, the best for Eula, and then you can say, okay, well, I don't have Eula, but I magically got this sword. Pop it on Razor. Even Ito could maybe work. No, I don't think. I wouldn't try Ito. But Claymore physical DPS users Shinyan, you know? Razor, Shinyan, Eula. There you go. But Lost Prayer to Sacred Winds is a very good book, and it's a crit rate book, like I said. So anyone really who's a Catalyst DPS, hell, you can use it on Klee, sure. You can use it on even Yeimiko. Haizo, you can use it on Haizo. Yanfei, Ningguang, older 4-star DPSs, yes, but still relevant. If you have this book, it could be made relevant. Haizo's fun, of course, really fun to play. But yeah, the selection isn't great, is it? Let's be honest. So the 5 stars are niche. They are actually niche. I don't think your account doesn't need these 2 weapons. Unless you just pull the Eula or Klee. I don't think you need these. And if you do get one of them, if I were to get one of them, I would prefer the Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds. Now, the 4-star weapons. Okay, so again, these are not amazing. They're not bad, but some of them are kind of, you know, Eye of Perception. You don't want Eye of Perception, you don't care about this. Rain Slasher, you don't really care about this either. Favonius Lance is good, but it comes back very often, so I think a lot of people already have this, even R5. But it's a good lance, you know. Ali Flash is the sword. Now, this sword is okay. It's okay, you know. I think the only good thing about the Ali Flash is that it's an elemental mastery sword, to be honest with you. And, you know, do you want to put it on Bennett? Do you want to... Kazuha? No, not really. There's other options. There's a craftable weapon you put on Kazuha in the first place. Bennett probably wants energy recharge, so... yeah. It looks nice, though. Hey, the alley flash looks nice. And the alley hunter. The bow. Right, so the alley hunter is actually interesting. Some people have said to put it on official, if you have official. But I would argue official wants stringless. In most scenarios, or a different attack percent bow. There's loads of attack percent bows, so perhaps not, you know, an alley hunter. But there is something with Ganyu you can do with a big burst using this weapon. But I haven't tried it myself. So yeah, unfortunately, the theme of these banners is niche. Again, these 4 stars are niche. They're not. Yeah, the lance is nice, but kind of a skip. I have to say, I wouldn't pull on this weapon banner. I would not. It's kind of a skip for me, and I think for a lot of people it will be as well. So what's going on? The patch seems okay. I mean, the event is going to be really fun, right? Yeah, we're not getting the islands, but we're getting this magical forest, this theme park for Klee. But the banners are kind of weird. They're not that enticing, are they? So what's going on here? Well, if we go on Genshin Twitter, who's this? Would you look at that? We've got some Fontaine Leaks. We've got drip marketing for Fontaine. So first of all, Fremine? Whoever this is, it's a cryo character. Looks to be a claymore if that's the bell. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that the bell user? Cryo Claymore character. I think this is a boy? Maybe? But yeah, we've been drip marketed some characters. We've got Cryo Claymore. We have Liney. He's a pyro user. I think that's a he. I'm pretty sure that's a he. But we have a new pyro character. This looks to be a 4-star. And then I'm sure everyone's excited about this character. Lynette, I believe, an Animo user. And she's also a 4-star, I'm pretty sure. So 3 new characters that are going to be coming up here in Fontaine, which is the patch after 3.8. Should be 4.0. So we've got, you know, Lynette here. Hey, it's another cat girl, and there it is. I think a lot of people want more of these. So it appears to me that Hoyoverse wants us to save our Primo Gems. It seems Fontaine is going to be quite big. It seems it's quite exciting. There's already 3 new characters on the horizon, possibly in the new patch, the next patch after this. So, you know, with these banners being kind of meh, you know, I'm not too excited myself. Perhaps it is time to save your Primo Gems, and perhaps it's time to think ahead and to think to Fontaine. Because when that hits, there's going to be some changes, I think. We'll see what happens, but I would be saving. And personally, I'm not going to be spending my primos on these banners. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.